Buenos dias! Woo!
We just got our first coffee, so we can talk on camera now.
Yes.
It's a little bit dicey if we try before then. So we're taking this one to go, and we're going to our next coffee shop, where we are also going to cross the street and see some ruins in the middle of the city.
In the middle of Lima, there's a pyramid ruins. They're like 200 to 700 years old, and so we're gonna check it out. We're really excited about this.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and we're feeling energized. We're ready to go.
We got our cinnamon lattes.
We're here outside Haka Juliana, something like that. And we're having a very nice coffee with almond milk. It's our second one of the day.
All right, I'm in love with my llama mask. Boom, but I'll take it off for you. We are at Miraflores in Lima, and we decided to walk to the local ruin. It's literally an urban ruin. It was built with adobe and clay bricks. You can see all the little bricks. It's like finely knit bricks that have like a top on them. It was built between 200 and 700 AD, and you can climb on the top of it. They've got some sacrificial areas. It literally is like 1 square mile in the middle of the nice, shopping area, the nice dining area of Lima. So it's really something to see. We've walked around a good bit of it, and it's just so different to be involved in a culture that has existed for so long. Really incredible.
So the process we had to go through was we had to make a reservation online. It's only open Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, I think. And then you get here, and then you have to pay and get government papers stamped for 30 soles, which is essentially like $7.50 for both of us to get in. This dog has the cutest hairdo. Look at his hair. Hey, ¿dónde está your fur?
What happens if in Lima rains? Because it's climate. Well, if in Lima rains, this area will disappear.
Wow.
Fortunately, in Lima, no rain, only drizzling now.
That's good.
In Lima, all the time it's cloudy, it's foggy. It seems it's going to rain, but it doesn't.
It doesn't rain.
Only drizzle, no more.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's why they use this material, the clay. Or probably to avoid some natural disaster, for example.
I see.
Yes.
So he would tell the people if the natural disasters.
Lunchtime. So these are all.
Most of them are alpaca. Most of them.
These are all alpaca.
Yeah, most of them. Only we have one llama. The unique llama. Well, this is like the different.
All the way on the right.
Yeah, the white one, the first white one on your right is a llama.
Oh.
This is alpaca. The first one is alpaca.
Oh.
Llama. The other ones are alpaca.
Oh.
What do they eat?
Well, now they're eating alfalfa.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa, sometimes eat that.
That's what my wife
the
eats.
leaf of
That's true.
She eats alfalfa.
It's also they eat the leaf of the corn, for example, too.
He's eating it off his back.
Yeah.
But it's true that when they feel scared, they spit to someone. And when they spit their vomit. That's
Oh wow.
They have a good shot. But they don't used to
How
see
far?
They're 1 meter.
1 meter?
Yes.
Wow.
But they're used to see people, no problem. In Machu Picchu, the same. Machu Picchu,
Yeah,
there
they
are many
see 'em all the
alpacas,
time,
but
yeah.
they're very, very friendly.
Okay.
On our way.
We just left the ruins, and we're now going to go to the kind of center of the city, Plaza de Armas, and a couple other places to explore some more history. It was so fascinating seeing how, like, that pyramid was built by one group of people, which was conquered by another and then conquered by another. It was really interesting to learn the history and how the people thought and how they acted and how they lived, really. It's kind of humbling to think of. But these people were there before the Incas, so it was just fascinating to think back to that time and what was going through their head as they walked the same way.
Yeah, we're gonna go see some historic stuff right now and eat some food. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah.
see those. And the Convento de Santo Domingo. Let's check that one out. Hit a couple street food vendors on the way. Avoid any stomach bugs. But tap into our adventurous side. The Chicken BLT Tower. We're at a fast food restaurant called Rocky's. Interesting. It's like a mustard. Ooh, it's got a little spice to it. Nice. Consistency of ranch, but got a little spice to it. It does remind me of mustard, but I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's like a Chipotle, but this is a deli sandwich of Peru. Rockies. I like it. They've got a thing where they don't like the edges of the crust. So this is a crustless deli sandwich.
There's really nothing here on the menu that I can have, but I did get some strawberry juice. Mas cafe, of course. Jeremy and I have different approaches when it comes to communication. Jeremy has a really fancy app on his phone and he just talks into it and then shows it to them. I like to really challenge myself to learn the language and then just apologize a lot when I don't understand. So that's our different approach. I learned quite a bit of Spanish at one point and I forgot most of it, but it's like coming back to me.
It's like slowing down. Everything will always come back to you.
It's all coming back to me now. When all else fails, I just say, lo siento, mi español es muy mal, at which point they typically laugh, so I guess it's working for me. Or they really agree.
I get my peaches from Georgia. I get my chicharrón from Lima. How do you say it again?
You're on your own, baby. La cuenta.
La cuenta.
La cuenta, por favor. If you're fancy, you could say, perdón, la cuenta, por favor. Do you feel fancy?
No.
La cuenta solamente, dice la cuenta. Está bien. Get a banana.
Get your banana. Nanu nanu. All right, we're in the San Martin, Plaza de San Martin. And it's really cool, you know, oftentimes you go visit cities. If you start at the center, and this would be considered one of the central spots to start, kind of get a feel for the city and the history. Like this is one of the first hotels here behind us, built in 1924. It's got a lot of the historic, it's got like a Model T car in there, and really beautiful stained glass kind of openers in like a greenhouse kind of area inside the hotel. But lots of historic buildings here. You kind of, you know, get a taste for what's going on and how people are, and then you kind of expand around from here.
Very much feels like any other kind of like high street or main street in like a European country. It's much more developed in some ways than I initially anticipated. You've got like a lot of shops here as well that are from America, which is really interesting. I was not expecting that, but I'm enjoying it. I like seeing the history and the culture. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is cool. We're on our way north, and we're gonna check out some other cool spots, some historic little churches, and I'm excited about it. The President's Palace. Beautiful. We were just reading about Plaza de Armas. Sorry, you want to start over? Oh, this is the birthplace of Lima. This is where everything started. In 1523, one of the first kings of Spain actually came here and said, this is where the new world starts. So this is like the government kind of center. It's fun to see these buildings, beautiful churches, and obviously historic governmental buildings. Always trying to find my extroverted wife, you know. Here I am playing with the penguins. Pigeons, I'm sorry, penguins. And she's over here talking to somebody, some perfect stranger. Like, welcome to my life. Wow, wow, wow.
That was crazy.
We just got out of visiting St. Francis of Assisi's church here in Lima, and the catacombs, and the paintings, and the murals, and just all the intricate artwork inside is just incredible. Really, obviously centrally focused around St. Francis and the Apostles, and kind of it's convergent with Lima in Peru, but you can really sense like the Christ-centric journey, and you know, the pain, the suffering, and the unification of the miracles and all that. It's really incredible.
Yeah, and what I really liked is you can really tell what people value by where they put their time and energy, and you can tell that this place was very, very valued and very appreciated and very respected at that time. They actually had the leaders of the community meet there in one of the rooms. The doctors, the lawyers, any important people. They would hold meetings there and draw up plans and talk about ideas for the city. So it's really, really cool. The catacombs were a little odd.
Totally crazy. Oh my gosh.
It was weird.
Wow.
I mean, it's just always weird to see how different generations conceptualize death and life after death and all of the bones. We didn't understand all of the tour because it was in Spanish, but we enjoyed it nonetheless.
But well, being in it though was like just crazy. You're one beautiful Catholic mass area with gold leaf paintings and carvings, you know, and hundreds of feet of meticulously carved ceilings, and the paintings on the walls of the apostles,
and chandeliers,
and then there's this like secret entrance, secret door, and you go down and you're in catacombs, literally seeing dead skulls, like obviously bones and lots of femurs. They'd put all the bones and then they put the femurs on top, and then the skull bones, and they had them in piles, and then they organized them, and there's even areas, which was really creepy, in the main hall where you're walking through and you look down and you can see all the skulls and the bones. You can Google it. We weren't able to take video inside because of the rules, but it was really eye-opening. One time I walked on the grate, the metal grate, and you know, in America you've got metal grates to like catch water, you know, it's like a drainage kind of thing.
Sewage, yeah.
And I literally looked down and you could see 6 inches away is like skulls, just a bunch of piles of skulls. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, this is really creepy. Supposedly there's 25,000 skulls in there, and we saw a really cool library.
The library was beautiful. It really did remind me a lot of Europe. I had a lot of flashbacks to like churches and places of note in Spain and all around Europe, really. Very similar style. You can tell this place was actually, the architect was Spanish, from Spain, so he came over and built this place, and it's just really beautiful.
Yeah, it was crazy. If you come to Lima, definitely visit the catacombs and St. Francis of Assisi's Church. I recommend it. It was a cool experience.